The system that we live in has never really been welcoming to creators that are a little bit too weird, a little bit too philosophical, or a little bit too human for the machines they have to work in. And I think one of the clearest examples of that in the AAA industry is Hideo Kojima. And I know you feel it too. Hideo Kojima is not the kind of individual that would just shrink himself to feel a mold. And he actually compared Konami's corporate structure to an army. He really wasn't treated like an artist. He was just treated like a person that the system needed to control. And the more ambitious, the more cinematic, the more emotional his work became, the more that corporate structure tried to push it down. And at the very end, when he finally decided to walk away, Konami sent him lawyers to make him not go to the Game Awards in 2015.
Not be allowed to travel to tonight's awards ceremony to accept any awards.
He left behind the power, he left behind titles, he left behind that stability that he has always worked for and created his own independent studio. And I dare say that PlayStation was amazing for stepping in. They helped with the funding of his new studio, and he slowly was able to start again. Not because he was AAA, but because he was Hideo Kojima. The budget didn't create the vision attracted the budget. He really wanted a place where people could just be themselves, messy, curious, creative, and most of all safe. Safe for people to express themselves wildly without the fear that their ideas are just gonna go die in a boardroom. Their first game was Death Stranding, and in my opinion, that game is a symbol of what he wants to represent. An incredibly unhinged, unapologetic game about connection in a disconnected world. No corporate trend analysis would greenlight that. But it exists because this creator finally found a place where he could be himself without any constraints, and the world responded with confusion, but also in awe. Because when someone does something that just they can make, you immediately feel it. What if Hideo Kojima is just another living example that indie is not labels and is not budget? What if being an indie is mastering the courage to be yourself, even if you're working within a system that wants you to just get in line? Creativity cannot be contained in a box. I mean, I guess you can try, but at some point it will just break that box and start building the worlds that need room to breathe and that have already overgrown the systems that try to silence it. You don't need that the system tells you how big, how weird, and how passionate your ideas can be. Because historically, the people that have changed industries are not the ones to fit in. They are the ones who make something only they can make.